Search and rescue operations are underway in part of KwaZulu-Natal following severe flooding. The province has been battered by heavy rain, which resulted in a number of people being swept away. Several bodies have since been recovered around the Durban area. Let's take you live now to Lamontville, and that's where one family has lost 3 children. Let's get more now, and our reporter Phila Mthembu joins us live from that area. Phila, a very sad story once again, visiting eThekwini, and a little earlier, the MEC of Human Settlements was suggesting that one family is still missing a loved one. Talk to us about what efforts are being done to try and recover those bodies that are still missing.
So, Xoli, at this moment, there are no operations which are being held or carried out to search for the missing bodies. But what I can tell you is that in this area in particular, we have been told that 4 bodies had been recovered, 3 children. If I may just tell you there, Anati Dingiswayo, who's 11 years old, Sino Kanya Dingiswayo, who is 16 years old, and Letu Dingiswayo, who is 6 years old. Their bodies were found after they were swept away last night from the flash flooding. So I'm just going to bring in the family to speak to us about this, how they are feeling. We can imagine it is incredibly devastating. I'm going to speak to the father of the 2 girls, who's also a grandfather to the 6-year-old. Baba siyabonga ngesikhathi sakho. Mhlambe nje mawungaqala usichazele ukuthi ngesikhathi beduka abantwana ibizolo ebusuku bekwenze njani? Sacela ukuthi usithathe nje usibeke esithombeni ukuthi kwenzakaleni.
Ngenzekile apha ngasegcwala kwamanzi ngo-12 ebusuku. Abantwana bathe bephuma endlini sabe sakhangela ama-ID thina apho nezinye izinto babe bephuma behamba ngasekuhamba kwabo bambele phangaseka kulandla kuzama uba bathole usizo phangaphesheya nabantu bebona bebathathe bebaweza abantu sabe thina savaleleke lapha emnyango ungavuleki benjalo xa sesiphuma zaphuma sabathola abantu kungalatshona wema kuthiwa mabasewema ewema ndafika bengakhona abantu abambalwa yancama kapho anaqonda ukuthi ayibangile.
Njengamanje baba sibonile kufika abaholi bakwahulumeni bezozwelana kanye nomndeni bezomsupporta. Mhlambe ungachaza ukuthi isimo njengamanje ekhaya sikanjani, nanokuthi niculisekile yini ngosizo abathe bazonikeza lona?
Siyadinga usizo labo. Sidinga kakhulu siyajabula xa benosizo.
Uluphi mhlambe usizo enilidingayo kahle kahle kubona?
Awuche sizo singenza yena sikwazi ukusingcwabe ekhaya ngoba sandikhola ipension.
Okay. All right. Siyabonga kakhulu baba ngesikhathi sakho. Oli, we are going to leave it there, but he was just telling us how the incident happened, saying that their home was actually being flooded and they decided to just evacuate the shelter, only to bump into flowing waters, which actually swept away the 3 children. They were discovered at a beach today during the search and rescue operations. So the river, I'm not sure if we have enough time, but I think it would be interesting to also just show you the river. I'm going to ask my colleague Tato Wakedube to just walk with me here. So this is the river that I'm talking about. We had been told that this is where they were swept away and they were discovered at that particular beach. So with the assistance from government that they are hoping for, hopefully they are going to get it early. But it's also important for us to mention you know, that they are now saying that they want to go back to the Eastern Cape because this family is from the Eastern Cape, saying that since they've also been talks around removing people who are here in these temporary shelters, because you'd remember that these shelters were erected as a temporary solution, and these people who live here were actually promised proper houses. 5 years later, they have not received those houses. This tragedy was not even supposed to meet them here in the first place, Oli. So what they have said, they said that they are not willing to go to halls or temporary shelters, and they just want to go back home to the Eastern Cape because they feel as if government is failing them.
Phila Mthembu, thank you very much for that particular update. It is very, very tragic what has happened in KwaZulu-Natal, specifically Durban. And you just look at where Phila was standing initially when he was conducting the interview with the father. And then immediately he takes you, and you can see that the place is built on a floodplain. And you ask yourself how it is that people could have been settled in that part of Lamontville. All right.